HTTV in association with Absolute Warehouse Services. Fraizer, thank you for joining us. First of all, how are you and your family? Are you still all right?
Yeah, we're all good. Just like any other family, really. Just getting through the days, doing the school work, doing them jobs that you've been putting off for some time. That now you've finally got time to be doing. So yeah, everyone's good here. We're all safe and healthy.
That's really good to hear. And obviously, you were back in first team training last week. What was that like? Because you obviously were only in groups of 5 people, only a certain amount of coaching staff allowed on the pitch at one time as well. It must have been weird.
Yeah, it's been like no other season that I've ever experienced in my career. So it's, yeah, like I said, it was weird. It was nice. It was nice in the fact that there was 5 other people close-ish to you, rather than we've been doing the weeks before. Well, maybe about a month before, we've been doing training at home, on your own, trying to keep on top of things. But that can get mentally tough, going in the gym every day on your own. And from last week, you had your teammates, might be on the other side of the pitch, but you could see them grafting. So, it spurred you on a bit. So it's definitely better for mental health to be around people when you're working out. And it's just been getting used to getting on the balls and stuff like that, shooting into a goal, getting your boots back on, just simple things like that. It's been really nice.
Yeah, and obviously you did loads of work previously at home, like you said. How did that help you return physically almost ready for the first week?
Yeah, it's been, normally you have 7 weeks off or 6 weeks off in the off season, and you come back into training and your legs are heavy, your muscles are aching, your joints are killing. But because with the season ended and we didn't know if it was going to be a short-term thing or long-term thing, so we've been doing this work from home more or less the whole time. So when you come back in, you feel the benefits of it. You don't feel as tired and as off the pace as you would have if you completely relaxed for 6 weeks.
Did it almost feel like it was pre-season again? Did it have that feel?
Yeah, it was, but there's been day to day stuff's changing with regulations from the government and what the EFL have told us we can and we can't do and stuff like that. So it has felt like a bit like pre-season in terms of training wise, but then you've always had that hanging over your head. When are we going to be coming back? Are we going to be coming back? What's that going to look like? Traveling to like an away game. Are people going to be in the stadium? How long will that last if there's no one there? There's just so much doubt around the sport at the minute. It's just to get a date that potentially coming back it helps focus your mind on one point rather than the millions of other points that we're all thinking about.
No, absolutely. And in that first week, what kind of stuff did you work on? Was it mainly physical, or did you have the kind of tactical, technical aspects as well?
It was mainly tactical and mainly technical and fitness, really, because there's not much you can do for tactics with 4 people that can't even stand close to each other. So it was more about just getting a feel back on the ball, because we've been working from home, but I've not been running in and out of cones or doing long distance passings to my missus. It's she's not got that technical ability. But it's it was mainly technical and fitness work just to bring us up to speed, and hopefully then that progressed into the full contact.
Yeah, I was going to say, this week obviously you've been working as a larger group. That must be nice again, just in terms of mentally, to see new faces, to see the rest of your teammates all together.
Yeah, exactly. We're all back together on the pitch. It's nice, just to see how people have been coping, because obviously it's a 20 and 5-man squad. So if you're in a morning session and there's 4 of you, you might not see the other 21 people. So it's been nice to get everyone, close together. close-ish together at the training ground at the same time. But yeah, just get back to training, get back to what we love doing the most.
Was it strange to be back in that big group environment with everything else that's going on in the world?
Yeah, it is. We've been hearing non-stop about social distancing, stay at home, do this, do that, and then now we're allowed to go into work. We're allowed to be in, around, I don't know, however many people we're allowed to be around, and it's just strange because you can't go into the main building, you can't shower there, you can't eat in the canteen there, but we can still play football. So it's a bit crazy, the ins and outs of it all. But it's nice to be back in training, even if it means I've got a dry bum and sweaty in my car.
And the contact elements being back introduced as well. For you, obviously loving football, that must be great that you get that competitive edge again.
Yeah, it's nice, getting shoulder to shoulder, just beating someone off the ball. Hoggy got booked in his first session. I'm surprised. Absolutely no one. But yeah, it's nice. Just a bit of competitiveness. Like I said before, when you're doing it on your own, there's no competition. It's just you and the treadmill or you and the road or whatever. You just got to focus on yourself. But when there's a ball there and there's two of you running for it, it's miles better.
How do you feel physically now?
I feel good, yeah. I feel very good. This, when I signed, the season has started, and trying to play catch up, it was difficult, and I feel better now than I did when I first signed for the club. So, it's for me, it's been nice to get another pre-season in under my belt. Hopefully that'll stand me in good stead for the remainder of this season, and then probably the start of next season, which will follow, I'm guessing, relatively quickly after.
And you mentioned it earlier, obviously, the AFL have given us a provisional date for return.
Yeah.
As a group of players returning to training, contact being brought back, that must be really beneficial to you, knowing that there is an end goal and there's obviously huge 9 games left for us.
Yeah, it's that progression. That's what we've all wanted, just to know for certain, or as certain as can be, just to have something to concentrate on. It helps us at the training ground, the staff planning sessions. We can work back from the day that we know we're going to be playing, so we're all in tip-top shape. It's before, say if they wanted to increase the volume in a week of training or whatever, it's difficult mentally for the lads thinking, we don't know what's going on still, why are we training even harder? But now, if we're doing them extra runs after training or before training, whatever, it's, we've got an eye on the end goal. So it's miles better for us mentally to focus on, that 20th of June.
And if those games do get played, they'll obviously be behind closed doors, which is a different element, something a lot of you aren't used to.
Yeah, it's crazy because even when you was a youngster, you'd still have families around the pitch and stuff like that. And I think it'll make it even worse in a stadium where it's echoey. You'll be able to hear each other shouting. I won't be able to shout. I won't need to shout at the ref anymore. I'll just be able to talk to him nicely. So it'll be strange, but that's just how it's going to be. We've got to. That's how everyone's going to have to play for a while, and hopefully that changes sooner rather than later. But it will be a strange situation.
Will that be different mentally, especially at a home game, for example, where you haven't got the atmosphere, you haven't got the crowd to give you that extra boost when you need it? As a player on the pitch, what will that be like?
Yeah, obviously it's going to be. I can't really tell you how it will be like because it's a new one for me. But yeah, definitely when the crowd are there and you're on top of the team and you're building momentum, the crowd definitely helps you do that extra run, that extra bit of effort or whatever. It's it's going to be a strange one. Even sometimes when you're losing a game, the crowd get behind you and get you going to give you that boost. So we're just going to have to rely on each other to be the crowd really, and cheer each other on, give each other support, and hopefully, that can work in our favour because we've got some good team spirit here. So hopefully, it will see us through.
I was going to say that's where yourself and the other senior lads, I suppose, can come in and kind of enforce that a little bit more.
Did you say young lad then? Yeah, me and young chaps. Yeah, exactly. You need some senior voices to be, being vocal and help the younger lads to get through it. Because the older boys we've been here, there, and everywhere. We've done it all before, so it should be a lot easier for us to get through it, and hopefully we can help the other guys do that as well.